From the Pep Radio Newsroom, this is the Lunch Hour News Blast for April 9th, 2025. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that 9 years after similar legislation ignited a firestorm of protests from business and civic leaders in Georgia, State Governor Brian Kemp recently signed a new bill aimed at protecting religious freedom. Modeled on the Federal Religious Freedom Restoration Act, or RFRA, of 1993, the bill's sponsors say it will prevent government agents from impeding individuals' religious rights and enforcing laws that conflict with religious expression. The Republican-led State House approved the bill in a 96-70 vote. In previous years, state legislators failed to pass a so-called RFRA amid fierce opposition. Like those versions, the current bill is framed as an expansion and protection of religious rights. Critics say, just like earlier versions, the new bill will be used to deny the civil rights of LGBTQ plus people and other minorities. They also worry the RFRA will be cited as a basis for passing anti-LGBTQ plus laws, further restricting reproductive rights, allowing business owners to discriminate at their own discretion, and controlling educational materials in schools. Opponents of the RFRA include House Representative Ruwa Roman, who believes that without an underlying civil rights law explicitly prohibiting discrimination, the bill will give people a license to discriminate against people or lifestyles they don't like. Georgia doesn't have comprehensive state civil rights protections. Because at the end of the day, those who will bear the brunt of this are not those in the majority. It'll be people like us in the religious minority, said Roman, who spoke of her own Christian faith while denouncing the bill. Governor Kemp disagreed with Roman's take, telling reporters, "I don't buy that. I don't think we've seen that in other states, and I think our record speaks for ourselves here in Georgia." Georgia still remains a state where there is no place for hate, and I can assure all Georgians of that today, he said at the RFRA's Friday signing ceremony. At least 29 states have similar religious freedom laws. The bill recalls highly contested legislation that former Governor Nathan Deal vetoed in 2016 amid widespread protests and concerns from Georgia's business community that it would hurt their ability to attract employees and tourists. The Metro Atlanta Chamber once again expressed opposition to the new religious freedom legislation. The bill's sponsor, Senator Ed Setzler, said the new bill, designed in part by Governor Kemp's staff, is less extreme than the 2016 version. Pro-business lawmakers took pains to distinguish this year's bill from previous efforts, saying the new law would not override local civil rights protections in place in several Georgia municipalities. Every Georgian should be free to exercise their faith without unfair federal, state, and local government intrusion, Setzler said at a news conference last week. He said the bill protects ordinary people from unfair state and local government intrusion. Examples of unfair state and local government intrusion were absent, however, in testimony about the legislation. Wonder why that was. Pressed during House Judiciary Committee meetings, Setzler couldn't name a single case where someone's religious liberties were violated in a way that would require the bill's protection. "We are swatting at imaginary flies, and I'm sick of it," Atlanta State Representative Stacey Evans said last Wednesday after the State House vote approving the bill. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, please subscribe to the Pep Radio channel. That's the News Blast for this hour. Up next, the Meadville area forecast from the National Weather Service, right here on Pep Radio.